Good morning, Nigeria. Welcome to another enlightening edition of Let's Talk Nigeria, your trusted morning companion where we break down the issues that matter most to everyday citizens, from governance to economy, from education to health. Well, I'm delighted to have you with us today as we national well-being. The Patient's Bill of Rights, unclear procedures, communication gaps, delays in emergency care, or even outright violations of basic rights. But what exactly are the rights of patients in this country? Are citizens sufficiently aware of these rights? Are healthcare providers
Tool for empowerment. But the soul of the heart or the mind that is knowledgeable is empowered. But the one that doesn't know cannot be empowered. So one thing also we want to let you know is that the bill itself ensures that the patient's voice is central in medical decisions. That, of course, means that your consent is respected. In a healthcare environment, often challenged by overcrowding, limited resources, and occasional lapses in service delivery, the Patient's Bill of Rights offers a pathway toward accountability, transparency, and improved trust in the system. So, now, how can Nigerians enjoy and be a part of this Patient's Bill of Rights? If you do not know, you cannot enjoy. Those are the conversation we're having this morning.
And just to quickly inform you that in a country of over 200 million people, where public hospitals struggle with our overstretched staff, underfunded infrastructure, and overwhelming demand, how do we ensure that these rights are more than just words on paper? Are patients empowered enough to assert their rights without fear of backlash? And equally important, are healthcare workers given the support they need to uphold these rights while managing system-wide challenges? Well, to help us understand all of this and shed light on where we stand today, we are joined by our distinguished guest and friend, Barrister Paraboma Mbombo. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Together we will explore what needs to improve, what process has been made, and how both patients and healthcare practitioners can work together towards a more compassionate, functional, and rights-respecting healthcare environment in Nigeria. So stay with us. Let's enjoy the program. Let's Talk Nigeria. All right, so to start the program, we'll listen to this.
Did you know, as a patient in any Nigerian hospital, you have legal rights? Have you ever heard about the Patient's Bill of Rights? The Federal Ministry of Health, the FCCPC, and others have developed the Patient's Bill of Rights for the protection of consumers in Nigeria. Now imagine this. You are in a medical emergency, and the hospital says, go and pay first or bring a police report. That is wrong. Because the PBOR guarantees your access to emergency care, your right to receive urgent and immediate treatment actions before payment, paperwork, or police report. So next time a hospital turns away a patient that requires emergency care and demands for a police report or that he must pay his bills, report them to the nearest authority because they are breaking the law. This is PAP, and now you know.
So, Bielsa, Nigeria, that's what we're discussing this morning. Barrister Mbombo, well, we've heard that, that little information from the federal government and ministry. But for listeners who may be tuning in, you know how it is. Radio is transient, so some person might just be joining right now. For listeners who may be hearing about it for the first time, what exactly is Patient's Bill of Rights and why was it created?
The right to life is a sublime right that everybody has. Now, that's why you see that the responsibility of governance is the security of lives and property. Now, beyond ensuring that the lives are not taken arbitrarily, the flip side of the coin is that facilities are put in place to take care of these lives when they deteriorate. So the responsibility is both ways. You ensure that lives are secured, they are not taken, they are not endangered. In the event that these lives deteriorate as a result of ailment or emergency or any other concern, you also need to provide an enabling environment for that life to be taken care of via your healthcare services. If you look at Chapter 2 of the 1999 Constitution, there is a health obligation on the government, that part of the policies of governance must be tied to provision of healthcare facility. Of course, a healthy citizenry is a healthy nation. Now, having said that, the Patient's Bill of Rights is targeted primarily to ensure that basic responsibilities that support life, when you talk about basic responsibilities that support life in a healthcare facility, best that will be there with these other people, which are the experts in the emergency care. That's